Hi, I'm your host, Jenny Lico, and today we're traveling to Ireland. Now, with respect to this episode being all about Irish culture, we are giving you a free resource today. It's a Travel to Ireland activity kit. This is over 30 pages of information and activities, as well as links to trusted resources. That trusted part is important because I'm telling you, I've seen loads of Irish teacher packages, activities on Ireland available for sale, and in the previews alone, we're finding incorrect information about Ireland. And I find that completely unacceptable. So I can promise you that this activity kit is all trusted and reliable information. Now, it's only available until March 8th for free, and then after that, it's going to go into the store section, and you can purchase it. So if you're listening to the episode after March 8th, 2019, then go directly to our store. But if you have the luck of the Irish and you're listening before March 8th, 2019, then grab this awesome kit for free now.
We are your home. You'll always be home. No matter where you roam, this is your song. No matter where you roam.
Okay, let's jump in. Now, I have to tell you, I'm going to be doing more podcast episodes about Ireland, but I had to jump in with this first initial introduction to Ireland because St. Patrick's Day is around the corner, and I know you are getting your shamrocks and leprechauns and shillelaghs ready. But before you do that, I want you to take a listen to this podcast where you'll learn 5 different things you can do in your class to celebrate St. Patrick's Day. Don't get me wrong, I love the shamrocks. I think they're cute, love the rainbows and the pots of gold. But there are so many concepts that can be taught by using some really rich and cultural content from Ireland. You can include the legends of the leprechauns. Legends are a huge part of Ireland for sure, but there's a lot more. So stay with me. I'm going to go ahead and jump into those 5 different lessons you can teach. Number 1. Music is a big part of Irish tradition and culture. So why don't you play some traditional Irish music? You could do this during a time in class when it wouldn't be too disturbing. You don't have to make a lesson out of it. You can just say, today's St. Patrick's Day. Since music is such a big part of the tradition of Ireland, let's play some Irish music. Now, I'm not suggesting that you bring out the 50 greatest Irish pub songs. That's certainly not appropriate, but that's only a portion of Irish music. So bring out something more like Altan or Lunasa. There are some great bands that play more traditional instrumental music, so you don't have to worry about the lyrics and whether it's a protest song or a song about drinking, right? You can do instrumental fiddle tunes. There are tons of those available that you can find in a quick search in Spotify or iTunes, and you can certainly take a listen and figure out which ones would be most appropriate for your classroom and most conducive for their learning experience. Number 2, do an art project that involves researching St. Bridget's Cross. So I know this is a little bit on the religious side, but studying the history of a religious country sometimes brings that out. So you don't have to teach them religion, just teach them what the meaning is and how the Irish people used it, why it was important to them. And if you grab that Travel to Ireland kit that I was telling you about at the beginning of the episode, then inside of that kit you'll find step-by-step instructions on how to create St. Bridget's Cross with pipe cleaners. Super easy for all elementary school students. Number 3, study Yeats. William Butler Yeats is from Ireland. He was actually buried in Sligo, very close to where I used to live in Leitrim. I used to pass his grave almost every single day when I would go shopping in Sligo. And I always thought that was really cool. But he is a fantastic poet to study. Read one of his poems and discuss it in your classroom. Number 4, speaking of writing, C.S. Lewis, another amazing Irish author. You can study him. He wrote the Chronicles of Narnia, And my favorite, The Lion, Witch, and the Wardrobe, is a great reading assignment. In fact, we have an entire lesson plan done for you on the book, The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. And number 5, last but certainly not least, you can take a look at a wonderful legend about the Giant's Causeway. It's the legend of Finn McCool, and this is a really neat study because it's a connection between Scotland and Ireland. It's a discussion of geography and topography, and so it's a really fun way to interest your students in that type of study, and they're getting a really awesome legend as well. So I'm not suggesting you completely leave out all of those wonderful legends of Ireland because there are so many. There are so many that I am going to mark my calendar to do an entire podcast episode on the legends of Ireland and how you can use them in your classroom. But I really wanted to start off the St. Patrick's Day and Ireland conversation about teaching with some ideas that you could implement quickly and that got you thinking about a little bit more than the shamrocks and leprechauns and rainbows and pots of gold. Now go ahead and grab that download, the free travel pack to Ireland, and inside of that download you'll find tons of activities and information that you can start using in your class in addition to the ideas that I've already shared with you. Now, I lived in Ireland for about 3 years, and during that time I was studying the music and the culture of the area. And I can tell you that the Irish people are full of stories and legends and songs, and it's a huge part of the tradition. Okay, teachers and homeschoolers, that's all for this week. I'll see you again next week when we take a deeper dive into Irish music. And go ahead and hit that subscribe button so you never miss an episode. Bye for now.
We are your home. You'll always be home. No matter where you roam, this is your song. No matter where you roam, this is your song.